There are certain very important things that you should consider when you are doing DPIA for your organization. In this video, we are going to talk about those very critical things that get missed out or that are not given too much of relevance sometimes while doing DPIA, especially considering that DPIA and data privacy is a new thing right now. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy, and as I mentioned, we are going to try and bridge those gaps that are still left at the end of the DPIA and are need to be followed up properly to ensure you get full benefits of DPIA exercise. What is DPIA? Just touching base so that those who are watching this video for the first time and have not gone through my series of videos on DPIA, they can get idea of what is DPIA. A systematic approach that you would follow to check your processes if you are processing personal data of an individual. In Indian context, it should be an Indian citizen, and you are either collecting, storing, using, that is processing, sharing, that is disclosing, and deleting the personal data. Then either of these processes you are doing with personal data, you should do a DPIA to see whether your processes are in line, so that there are the chances of breach or leakage of data from your organization or misuse of data within your organization are reduced and the sanctity of privacy is maintained. What are those critical factors that are sometimes missed out while performing DPIA? We have already done challenges of DPIA and benefits of DPIA, a whole series of videos on my channel. Let's talk about what are those gaps. For example, facilitating cross-functional collaboration. It happens in all the organizations that you have a lot of teams. Unless you are a dedicated BPO or a KPO kind of a scenario, but otherwise, like I always give an example, marketing fetches the phone number and email ID, sales fetches further details, invoicing needs the address, finance needs the financial details, credit card or banking details, service and logistics need the delivery details, so they need address. So information of each and every individual working with an organization is shared across teams, and each one has a different purpose, right? Everyone does not have the same purpose. Each one may not need all the relevant data of an individual. They need some or the other part. Like for example, logistics need the address. Finance guy says, I just need to know from which bank or which credit card is he going to make the payments, right? So different ways of handling personal data of the same data principle, and therefore sometimes you might end up missing out some small component. For example, the delivery of goods through logistics, right? So what is important while doing a DPIA is that you should try and see the entire data process flow and each and every process which is being done at every stage. You should encourage all the teams to participate. I have given example only of a real business function. At the back end, you would also have things like legal and compliances with each personal data. So they should also participate in the overall processing of personal data. Enabling continuous improvement, that's the purpose of DPIA. And many times, like any other audit, people would say once in a year they'll audit and that's it. An audit report, then next year when the auditor is about to come again, we'll quickly correct it. Please avoid such things. Don't waste your effort of DPIA if you're not following it up. Whether it needs a process change, whether it needs a complete technical renovation of your organization, please do it and achieve the full benefits of it. Make a mitigation roadmap. How are you going to mitigate, what risk and in what time period, and follow up on them. That you are conducting DPI, you are expected to have a dedicated DPO and a privacy team, so they should follow with the entire system in a sequence of roadmap as to what would be done first, second, third, fourth, and close the open points as soon as possible. Fostering innovation. DPIA may lead to force you to say that you need to upgrade or innovate some solutions for your organization. These could be technicals, like we saw the airline thing where you need to upgrade your firewalls, right? Firewall codes. These could be process improvements. So use DPIA to find out the real solutions for your needs. You may need to add more technologies, you may need to customize your technologies, but find out the solutions of your problems, prioritize your risks, and start resolving them accordingly. Then aligning with ethical standards. Over-reliance on legal compliances. You look at DPIA, you look at an audit, and you start focusing on legal things only. DPIA is while handling personal data. There has to be some personal ethics also. So maintain ethical standards of your organization and create a logical balance between the legal and the ethical needs of the organization as well as of data privacy. Remember, compliance is not merely a compliance tick mark, it's also a brand name reputation enhancement also. So develop a framework that can address all the ethical concerns and align them with regulatory requirements. Enhance your incident response preparedness. Many times DPIAs do not even properly integrate with the breach readiness. They are all worried about processes and improvement in processes of the real processing. They forget what would happen when there would be a breach, right? How would the response team act? Your actual response team at the time of breach is not even aware of a possible documented risk. So they should also be involved, right? That's another important team that needs to be involved during DPIA so that they are able to handle the responses better. And you should use DPIAs to stimulate those breaches. Strengthen your entire response system also for the breaches. And not but the least, you should broaden the scope of DPIA. Currently it is mostly limited to high risk items. New thing, quickly handle the high risk things. Broaden it to see the low and medium things. Open up the exposure of DPIA for your organization. Expand the coverage. Prepare a comprehensive approach and long-term plan to cover your DPIA and privacy risks. So that's about very, very important points that you should consider and limit the gaps, bridge the gaps so that you are able to achieve the full potential of conducting data protection impact assessment for your organization. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the like and the bell icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.